well, I'll retitle this later, but for right now, I'm gonna talk about Street Fighter 5, and it needs to have more characters updated in its roster, because Akuma is nice, but now Akuma is like Ken used to be in Street Fighter 2, where his one fireball only goes towards this much of the screen. It barely does anything. You have to be standing right next to your opponent in order to do that. But his secondary fireball, which is his fireball, not his double fireball, but his burning fireball, goes towards the whole screen. I don't know why they jinxed with Akuma's attack pattern, because Akuma is one of my favorite characters, besides Ryu, Ken, and all that stuff. But ultimately, Street Fighter needs more characters, because only having Akuma as DLC was nice for the first couple months, but I want to see more characters for the next Street Fighter game, or the next Street Fighter DLC update, because all I'm seeing for Street Fighter 5 is costume updates and no characters. What's up with that? And honestly, the one character I really want to see in Street Fighter 5, which is actually Street Fighter 3, is Yuri's brother. I don't know what his name was in the original game, because they never gave his original name in the Street Fighter 5 or Street Fighter 3 game. He was just an extra character that they made when Street Fighter 3 came out on the Sega Dreamcast. That's what I played it on originally for Street Fighter 5 when it was in 2D still. But I'm really hoping that they put Yuri's brother in the game, because he's the main head honcho of the main villainy. And honestly, what I was thinking when I was playing Street Fighter, I barely play Street Fighter 5 because I'm not good at fighting games. First of all, I know the reason why I buy Street Fighter is because I've played it back in the day, and I played Mortal Kombat also. So, including between those two games right there, my fighting history is I like those two fighting franchises. And I played Tekken also, which is a third fighting game franchise that I also enjoy playing. And Akuma is supposed to be in Tekken 7. That's why I wanted to buy it, to see if there's a backstory behind what the backstory is behind Akuma and the Tekken characters. So I want to see that. I want to see that backstory because that's going to be interesting. But for me, I'm really hoping for Yuri's older brother, the one that is red and blue, out of the DLC characters, because we've never actually seen his brother in action. But back in the day, you know what I used to call him? Because he was wearing a loincloth? Master Yuri. Because he looked like he was wearing a diaper. That was when I was like, what, 12 years old? Because that's how I pronounced it at the time. But when I actually heard what his actual name was, now I could see that that's what it was. That's what it was. So that was my bad. But for me to say that Street Fighter V or Street Fighter 3 needs more characters in that franchise ASAP. I mean ASAP. I don't care if you're working on something else. I want more characters because I only got one character, which was Akuma, in the new DLC pack. I was expecting at least 4 to 5 or something like that. Like they did, like you knew that was coming. But I want at least 4 more characters by Season 2's end. But I'm still waiting. Like I'm like, where's the game? Where's the next DLC update? All I'm seeing is costume updates, game tweaks, and all that stuff. I want more characters. I don't care about what you guys at Capcom are actually doing with costumes and everything. I want more characters by this point because it's already springtime. I'm in the mood to play as new characters. I'm not interested in Akuma anymore because Akuma's broken now because the one fireball that he executes is not as powerful or not as long distance as before. Now Akuma is the new version of Ken, or how the old Ken was, because he could only Ken's original fireball would only shoot this much, this far away, which wasn't far in gaming lore. It wasn't far at all. It was like mainly only like a fraction of a distance. Like it was like not even. It would just fire up and then would extinguish as quickly as it came. And ultimately, when I saw Akuma's new look, it was nice. It was nice for what it was. But Capcom really needs to actually make more characters for Street Fighter V. I don't understand why they're not doing it. Same for what's it called? Mortal Kombat. Where's Fujin? Ed Boon? Where's Fujin? Mortal Kombat 10 came out and there's no Fujin. I'm like, because technically Mortal Kombat 10 is 4, so where's Fujin? You got characters that have one character that has no business being there, like Leatherface. I don't understand that. Because you already got, what, Jason Voorhees. So I don't understand that. Like, but ultimately this is about Street Fighter, but 5. I don't understand why there's not more characters by now. Because it's already springtime, it's the new cycle of seasons, so I'm like expecting new characters to come out. It's been, what, since December that the first DLC came out for or October, wasn't it, for Akuma? Where's the other 4? I'm like, so the first season gets more love than the second season does? Namco, uh, for Capcom? I don't understand that. Where's the love for the second season of characters? There's only Akuma and that's it? I'm sorry, but there has to be more characters for Street Fighter 5. I mean, where's the other 4? I mean, you got only Akuma and nothing. Only character clothing which is nice, but that's it. Then where is it? I bought the season pass for nothing then. If there's not more characters coming out, just for Akuma, I might as well bought him separately for $3. But instead I bought the season pass because I was thinking every season, every month, or every like quarter of a month, because every season changes, right? Winter, summer, fall, and spring. I was expecting 3 other characters to come out during those months, but nothing. I'm still waiting. Where's the new character? At least every quarter, every 3 months, there should be at least an announcement for a new character. But, and not to mention, also on that note, TBS for the Street Fighter 5 thing is total buzzkill, because every time it says it's gonna air a new episode or a new competition format or something like that, TBS never seems to air Street Fighter 5. Then why even broadcast it on your guys' network if that was the case? I mean, every time I look at 10 p.m. or something like that, it says it's going to air on TBS. I'm expecting it to be on at 10 o'clock, like I know it's supposed to be, but I think it's on the East Coast then. Because I never see it. I always see like a Ben Stiller movie popping up or something like that. Last time it was what? Meet the Fockers coming out on the 21st, wasn't it? No, don't get me wrong. I have all 3 movies of Meet the Parents, Meet the Fockers, and the Little Fockers. I love that series. Don't get me wrong. I love those movies, but I want to see Street Fighter 5 stuff. I don't want to see none of this movie stuff. Hi, dude. I just want to see more characters for Street Fighter 5. I'm tired of seeing just Akuma. And yet, Capcom messed up with his gaming mechanics. I don't understand that. Back in the day, he would fire off long distance fireballs instead of just one measly one, and then to have his ultra fireball be long distance. Akuma was never like that. He was always long range and medium range attacker. He wasn't, for at least his fireball techniques, it was long or medium range distance. It wasn't never just a midpoint firing attack. Like, I don't understand why they can't make Akuma the same way he's always been. They made Akuma the Ken character of the newer game. They made him weaker by giving him that short distance fireball looking thing that barely does any distance damage or whatever. Like, I don't understand why why Capcom can't make more characters come out now, because It's already been Akuma's time is over. It should be a new time for a new character to pop up. And what happened to the promise that we were given by Capcom to have a season pass when there's no characters coming out? I've wasted more money on bogus DLC and not enough characters. I mean, what was that? Like, there was a speech saying there was going to be a quarterly announcement for more characters, but where is it? I'm expecting like Fei Long or somebody or Elise or whatever, the Jamaican, or I think that one, or somebody. Just give me something. I mean, Capcom, or give me all them. I would even prefer a totally different game if it's not Street Fighter. The Onimusha series, where is that? Not a debacle like Dawn of Dreams, but I'm talking about Onimusha 1, Onimusha 2, and Onimusha 3. If you're not gonna come out, if Capcom's not gonna come out with new DLC, at least give me a different game. I mean, for Street Fighter, or something. If you're not gonna give me what I'm asking for, give me a different franchise that I played when I was young, when those games were on the PS2, like the Onimusha series. I love that series. I would play. That would at least time me over while I'm waiting for this DLC to come out for a new character for Street Fighter 5, or shall I say Street Fighter 3, which is what I actually like to call it, because it is Street Fighter 3, but they labeled it Street Fighter 5 because Yuri came out and a couple others came out already. Because you never seen Alex until Street Fighter 3. Give me some more characters already. Capcom. And same goes for NetherRealm. They need to actually put Fujin in Mortal Kombat 10. Because it's Mortal Kombat 4, but they labeled it 10. I mean, for me, Mortal Kombat 10 is awesome, but without Fujin, there is no Mortal Kombat 4. Ed Boon, there is no Mortal Kombat 4. It's like both of those companies, NetherRealm or Capcom, are really dropping the ball when it comes to putting more characters in that both fighting game franchises need to be put in. I mean, they got Akuma, and that's it. Where's the other character? Where's the other 3 characters that we were promised? If I'm like the owner of that kind of company, I'm gonna be like saying to myself, what am I doing? Why am I not releasing more characters for this game? And nothing. And I'm expecting the same thing from NetherRealm too, on that same topic. Because you guys at NetherRealm do the same thing Capcom is doing. You don't put characters that need to be in that franchise. You put characters that have no business being in there, like Leatherface. you got Jason Voorhees, and you don't put characters like Fujin in there in Mortal Kombat 4, or shall I say Mortal Kombat 10, because that's what it is. Thanks. But, like, why are companies like Capcom and NetherRealm only putting characters that have no business being in those kind of franchises? I can understand Akuma going from Tekken to Capcom, but from Tekken to Street Fighter, because of the stupid crossover that Tekken and Street Fighter had. But where are the characters that need to be in those franchises? That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm tired of seeing characters that have no business being in those kinds of games. If you're gonna I hope next month somebody actually watches this video and from NetherRealm or Capcom and says, damn, we really pissed this dude off, because you guys have pissed me off, because there's characters that need to be addressed already in Mortal Kombat 4, Mortal Kombat 10, and which is Mortal Kombat 4, and Street Fighter 5, which is Street Fighter 3. I mean, come on! It's not that hard to put those as DLC. You gotta. I mean, what is Capcom doing over there? What is NetherRealm doing over there in their studios too? It's like they only. I wonder if they're only focusing on. Like, I know NetherRealm is actually doing another, Injustice game. But you're not focusing on the character that needs in your other game, which is Mortal Kombat 10. And, what was it? Capcom actually needs to make another or remaster something, because just to tide me over from my frustration for Street Fighter 3 or Street Fighter 5 or whichever game it likes to be called in that instance, because there needs to be more characters for both of those franchises ASAP before they come out with a new game. I mean, even stupid Johnny Cage got another costume. That clown costume, which is a joke. I mean, which I don't think it was necessary. I'm like thinking that was stupid on NetherRealm's part. Hello. Sorry about that. Or, well, yeah, and on the lighter note, I'm probably gonna be done with ranting about this, because I don't know how upset I am at this point, because I'm running out of energy to complain about both companies, NetherRealm and Capcom included. I mean, come on, Street Fighter 5 and Mortal Kombat 4 or Mortal Kombat 10 needs those character updates ASAP, or do something. I mean, at least add one more character for Mortal Kombat, and same goes for Street Fighter 5. 5 or Street Fighter 3. Because Street Fighter was promised every quarter that we would get a new character. It's already springtime. I'm expecting one character at least to come out of Capcom. At least one by this time. But nothing. Just character updates. Or costume updates. No more costume. No more character tweaks. Just give me another character already. And NetherRealm needs to actually come out with a DLC update to play as Fujin. Because it's Mortal Kombat 4, which is turning into Mortal Kombat 10. And I don't know why NetherRealm didn't think about that. If they're gonna put all these characters from 4, like Shinnok, they might as well put in Fujin too. That's all I'm gonna say, because that's what it is. Well, peace.
Text to speech unavailable here.